Before I actually met Iman in person, I was making probably about 10K a month essentially. But right after that, I made over 150,000 US dollars, guys. It's insane. And this is proof that I actually met him. This is proof of what I was making before. And I'm going to show you guys a live example so you guys I'm not capping. And what I'm about to do in this video is they should just break down everything that he told me. So how I actually met him in the first place. Number two, what he actually said, because at the time I didn't even understand what he was actually saying until later on I realized how big of a difference what he was saying actually meant and how ahead of time he was. And then how I used it, because at the end of the day, information is just nothing if you don't do anything. So what I actually did, once I understood that information, that allowed me to make this type of money essentially, which is absurd. A lot of money for, you know, my agency at the time of recording this. I was about like 19 at that time. So if you are trying to make money with your SMMA, or if you're trying to make money with your agency and you just don't know how, maybe you're stuck at a specific revenue point, maybe you're making 5K, 10K, 15, whatever point, you're going to get golden nuggets from this video, guys. I promise you, if you watch all the way to the end, you're going to get the golden nuggets, because I've scaled my agency 31K a month. I've done all the stuff that, you know, scaling codes, agencies, you know, sending code outreach, all that type of stuff. But just this one thing has allowed me to make way more profit than I actually made with my agency that he told me, make a lot of more results, get way better results, and actually, you know, sign my referrals, do all that type of stuff. So if all of that stuff interests you guys, keep watching. And just to show you this is actually real, I'm going to show you my actual live Stripe. So this is like the past 12 months. I'm just going to try go into like May. So as you can see, June 2023. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into June. So this is like the day after I met him. So after June 2024, that's the first. I'm going to try to do the 30th because that was the day that I met him. So I'm going to try to do that because it's not letting me click it. There you go. Same thing. So as you can see, real money. Going to refresh it. There you go. All right, I'm going to still put it back. But you guys get the point. Real money, enter the bank account, whatever, essentially. So what I'm about to do is go back into this. I kind of walk you guys through. So my revenue in June at the time, guys, was about 10K a month. So it's like I said, if you are in a similar position, you're making something very similar to this, or it may be even more, maybe even less, watch this all the way to the end, because it's going to be so valuable. There's a golden nugget in this, and once you understand it, it's going to change everything, like it did for me at the time. Making 10K a month. After speaking to him, making way more money. Obviously, there's a result of time, and obviously doing things for longer. There's some audit, obviously there's some luck involved or whatnot, but whatever. At that point, I was making just about like 10K a month, keep like 70 to 80%. So before I dive into all the numbers, whatever, how did this stuff even happen? So basically, I'm not going to pretend like it was like a crazy story or like I spoke to him for like hours and a half. It was just for like 5 minutes. But the golden nugget I got in that 5 minutes was crazy. So what we did is there was a pop-in event. He came into London, popped by, said he was releasing, you know, the new Gadzis essentially. So I was like, oh, cool. I went there like a little bit out, like in maybe like 30, 40 minutes early. There was a little line, went through. As I left, the line was even way longer. But I actually got to speak to him one-on-one. There's a video, maybe it will be playing of me actually like talking to him directly. I put on my story at the time. And yeah, basically I was just asking him like basic questions. The first question I asked him, I was like, hey bro, like I was just like, just out of curiosity, man, like you know, your stuff has really helped me a ton. Appreciate you. He's like, yeah, whatever. He gets it all the time. And I asked him, I was like, hey bro, like I'm making like, you know, 11, 12K right now from my agency, like 10 in USD essentially. I was like, what do I do with all this money? Like, I don't know where to go from here. And he was just like, yeah, bro, you know, you need to make sure that number one, you're using it to make more, you can cash flow, and honestly just save a lot of your money essentially. And I was like, no, I appreciate this. And then this is the golden nuggets, guys. This is the thing that changed everything. Once I understood this, I was like, holy shit, this is actually crazy. I asked him, this stuff kind of gets like draining sometimes. How do you kind of like scale it? And he gave me some answers about like obviously hiring and like finding the right people, obviously. And then it was just like, yeah, at some point, bro, you're probably just gonna need to productize your service. And I was like, oh, cool. At the time, I did not know what the heck this guy was saying. I was like, okay, cool, get you. But then as time started going through, I was like, oh shit, this is actually something that he was onto. And it only manifested like later on once I started going through more problems in the agency. So what happens? So the main thing he told me was cash flow hard, save about 60 to 70% of what you keep, saving little by little. But I'm doing a ton of work and I need to obviously spend money to get more clients, obviously like, you know, hire people. So how do I scale past this? Because it just seems like a never ending spending cycle. And he said, productize your knowledge. Eventually you're gonna get to that point. And I was like, I didn't know what he meant by this, but he was months ahead of me, because this is what happens. And this is actually what happened to me. So as I started signing more clients, I was going to like 10K, 15K, 20K, 25. The level of operations required to actually scale past that is extremely difficult. So what ends up happening is you get to a roadblock and you're like, damn, you need to hire, you need to fix stuff, because operations tend to break because you're doing so much for your clients, especially if you're doing done-for-you services, which was what I was doing. At the time, I was just doing content and appointment setters systems for these people. Still doing it to this day, still running that for high-leverage clients, but that's basically what I was doing, essentially. And what ended up happening, I was getting stuck at this area because I was like, damn, logistically, it's just so hard to scale. And also mentally, I didn't actually even know if I wanted to scale past that, because I was like, damn, there's so much work, there's so much shit that's required to actually get past this level. I was like, damn, this sucks. Like, I don't know if you guys have felt this, but it's like, have you ever got to the point where like your agency is doing decently well, or like your offer, like your coaching business, whatever, is doing decently well, but you're just kind of stuck because you realize how much stuff you have to do to get past to that next level? And that was basically me. I was like, damn, I have so much stuff I need to do to get past this next level. What do I actually do? I'm just like kind of stuck here, because I knew I had to, do more outreach. I know how to like make more content. I was doing those things, but when this stuff actually came down to like, sending meetings and the appointments, sometimes I would actually self-sabotage myself, because I would be like, damn, I don't know if I want to scale past this. And that was the problem at the time. So what ended up happening here is I was like, damn. And then I related back to what he said when he said productize your knowledge. And what did he actually mean by that? So what he was basically saying is you need to basically find a way where you can get what's in your head right now. So the stuff that you understand right now, how do you put that, how do you synthesize that into a way that other people can implement it without your help, essentially? Or how do you synthesize something in a way where you can pay someone to do with your stuff, like SOP and stuff? So what ends up happening is that's basically what I was doing. So I would basically get to a point, I'll do something, I'll document it, make a process, and then just make everything scaling a lot easier, essentially, because it didn't mean everything had to rely on me, which was kind of how it was at the time, essentially. And what ends up happening is I started documenting stuff. I started talking about my results, started talking about my case studies. If you guys go on my YouTube channel, there's loads of videos that I've been making like months ago that just break down literally everything. So if you're a new returning viewer, you might want to check out these videos if you're looking for like specific stuff. But I've been around for a while, and I've been making content around this stuff, especially the stuff I've been doing for a while, essentially. And I was making educational videos, value videos. Everything I was doing was just attracting people that wanted to learn what I was doing. So what I ended up realizing was, hey, I'm productizing this stuff, but it's not attracting the clients I want to work with all the time. Like I would make videos about like, working with coaches, signing coaches. Every single video would have coaches in the title. But who was watching my stuff? Agency owners. People that were, most of the time, even had the same service that I did, and they were asking me for advice. Hey, how do you do this? And I realized, oh shit, you don't actually pick your niche. The niche picks you. What do I actually mean by this? Basically, when you make content around your stuff, or when you make content around your offer that's productized, what ends up happening is you push something out into the market, and then the market pushes something back. And this is basically what happens. So people will build an audience talking about what they do, and what ends up happening is that audience that they build up is going to ask them for stuff that they would want to buy from them. In my case, people wanted to buy consulting calls from me. People wanted to buy offers from me. People wanted to buy coaching from me, even though I wasn't directly selling this. And what ended up happening was I was like, damn, like, I'm not really selling this stuff, but I can do coaching calls here and there. And then it finally hit me when I made my coaching offer, and I made it specifically for coaches. It was like a low leverage weekly program, which is what hybrid consultants do. If you don't know what that is, guys, I'm going to break that down in a little bit for you, what a hybrid consultant actually is. That's basically what I use, and that's kind of like how I was able to make, 150K. So, you will kind of learn more about that later in this video. But then what ended up happening was that like, I would sign these clients, I would say coaches, but I would actually sign agency owners. People that want to scale their coaching business, their agency, and actually start a coaching business similar to what I was doing. So what ends up happening is you put a message into the market, and the market responds back with what it actually thinks you want to follow. So then I realized, wait, why do I stop ignoring the signs and actually double down on these types of people? And that's exactly what I did. As you can see here, these are people messaging me. I don't know, it shows you timestamp, some of them March, some Jan. But as you can see, people are like, hey, love your YouTube video. You're still doing 200-week coaching. And before this is what happened when I started realizing my market. I started getting more messages like this. But before this, when I didn't realize my market, I would get messages like this. Can you help me find a community of disco appointment setters? Because that's what I was teaching. People wanted to learn appointment setting. Bro, by the way, your coaches, how do you get your coaches results? How do you blah, blah, blah? Hey, bro, how do you do your stuff? How do you structure your ref schedules? So these are the questions people were asking me. And I was just kind of like, responding to them, giving them voice notes, giving them answers. But then I realized, wait, what if I just made a program just solving all these problems? That's basically what I did. That kind of solved everything for me. And I think this is basically what Iman was kind of telling me, where it was like productizing knowledge, because he didn't go into too much depth, because I'll be honest, I only had probably like 3-4 minutes just talking to him in person. But once I realized that he was so ahead back in the day, I was like, holy shit, this is actually crazy. Because what ends up happening, your stuff, you create stuff yourself, the market responds with stuff back. And you don't even need a massive audience to do this, because I average literally around like 300 to 350 story views. And I did my launch there. Like when I launched that first initial cohort of people teaching them how to scale their coaching business, I only had like 300 to 350 story views. Literally basically nothing. But people still actually wanted to resonate with it because I was solving a problem that people actually had. As you can see, this is just a screenshot of like one of my stories. It usually gets about like 250, but this was like 19 hours when I posted this. So, and this is my page, guys, like basically nothing. And my subscribers, bro, like 900 subscribers or something like that. And I just basically launched something, pretty much didn't know what I was doing. I was pretty much like a beginner, and I still made money from it. And I'm going to show you what the money actually kind of looks like. So here's what I did. Guys, it was horrible. Like this is the page I used. It was literally just their name, what it is, and then like these are the stats as well too of like the actual sales. So like obviously this is like weekly. So essentially, as you can see here, it's a weekly. So it's not going to show you like the weekly amount that grossed over, because that's on Stripe, but it shows you what people did. And I think I did off platform for like 3 people. So I was hovering around 8 clients. I'm going to show you guys later. But I did it off platform for like 8 people, because like I didn't actually set this page up. Literally what I would do is I'll manually make the page on Stripe and I'll send them the link to pay it. So I'll just talk about it on a call. So what would happen is that these guys will have questions, and then maybe sometimes they'll pay me for consulting calls, and I'll teach them the stuff that I have productized in my head. And then I finally realized, okay, cool, I think it's time for me to actually productize the thing. And that's basically what I did. As you can see, results of what actually happened was these are the people for the product, the high ticket protocol community. It's like 200 a week. As you can see here, I blurred out the names, but I put some of the stuff so you guys can see like it's actual different like customers, like different people actually bought it. As you can see, active subscriptions, auto send and stuff like that. And then these are some people, and this is 200 a week. So this gives me like 5,600 pure profit. I keep it pretty much all to me. And it's like, I only pay for like school and Loom to record this video, like Loom right now. And then there were some other people like Transparency as well. These guys had to pause for their own like personal reasons, but they will basically come back. So they were paying me like way before, like when I actually first launched it, which was like February. And like, as you can see, this is when it started. So it says created over there. So this is when they actually created it essentially. And as you can see, these 2 pay for a whole month for a hub, but they paused for their own reason. But I at least got like around like 1.2K like off these people essentially, just like teaching them the stuff. And they're still in the community as well too. Like I said, just personal reasons why they paused it. As you can see, the one-on-one coaching, as you can see over here, actually brought me in over like, this is probably like 1,500 in like revenue of literally just me selling those links. So as you can see, there was so much demand for people that would want to pay just to learn information from me. And I was just ignoring it. I just said to myself, damn, like I don't think it's worth it, blah, blah, blah. I was just ignoring this stuff. But then when I realized, oh shit, I should actually start doing this stuff. I should actually start productizing my information and teaching it, because that's what people want. That's how I basically scaled it. And this is basically what I'm teaching people how to do. Like, I'm teaching people how to get the skills that they get from the agency, from doing the hard done for you work, and then synthesize that in such a way where people can pay them either for like, let's say the knowledge, maybe SOPs, or like a program, a low leverage program that they can create by themselves. And then from there, how do you retain them so you can actually gain a lot of profit from this? Almost as much profit as you would get from your agency, essentially. So how can you actually do the same as your beginner? What you need to do, focus on acquiring done for your clients and get them results. So if you have an agency right now, maybe you're working with coaches, you're working with creators, you're doing any sort of like, let's say working with like lead gen, whatever, get good skills from that. Get the skills from that result and then market it. Market your skills, because what's going to happen is when you market your skills, 2 things will either happen. You will attract people that are your actual ICP that want to pay you money for your done for you services. And at that point, you're going to be making a lot of money anyway, so you just productize it. Or you're going to get the opposite, where people who have similar done for you services to you will come to you and ask you, hey, how do you get this result? And then you can teach them how you can get that result, and you can actually make a lot of money. So it's like a hybrid, and that's why I call people hybrid consultants, and get people to pay you for that knowledge. coach. That's basically what I did. I have my offer where I teach people how to scale coaches. We're really good at that. We scale coaches to like 150K when they have like 2K followers. And then people who have coaching clients come to me and they're like, how do you do that? It's not coaches that come to me. It's like people that have coaching clients, they come to me and they're like, how do you do that? I teach them, and then I teach them how to productize those skills so they can sell it just like how I did it to them, essentially. Because that's basically how the people at the top are making all their money. They do done-for-you stuff, kind of like Iman. They do done-for-you stuff. They get really good at it, and then eventually they teach people how to do it, because there's more demand to teach people than there is to actually do the thing for people, because you're doing it for very specific types of businesses. Like, for example, if you're working for 6 to 7 figure businesses, obviously there's only a finite amount of 6 to 7 figure businesses. Obviously it's increasing every day, but you get what I'm trying to say. But there's a lot of consumers that would want to work with 6 to 7 figure businesses. So why not cater to them? Because you're going to make more money. And it's completely normal to do that, because that's how you're supposed to actually scale. You do hard stuff, you create a program teaching people how to do hard stuff, and you scale that and you make a lot of money by actually doing both, essentially. And you do that with content and marketing, you attract your ICP, and then you basically sell to them. And what I was teaching people how to do is, in the hybrid consultant, I basically break this down. So if you guys want the stock, by the way, you can literally just go on Instagram, just message me the word hybrid, and I will literally just show you exactly this document so you can like read through it and just see what I basically do. But I've basically brought in a lot of people that want to become like hybrid consultants that basically teach them, and the actual product itself dives into that. So as you can see over here, you guys can see crazy results in like terms of like how I structure my program, like how I do everything. Like, people could come in here, they can see everything, and it's not just like, oh, you buy like a program or like a course. It's like they actually get steps that they need to do on a weekly basis to actually get to where they want to be. They have a goal, I give them what they have to do, they check in, and then we have these one-on-one calls where you can actually get info from me, someone who's actually scaling programs and how they can actually scale themselves. Because at the end of the day, that's the whole goal of this. It's like, how can you actually scale your own offers and scale them to the next level, essentially. So that's pretty much it from me, guys. I wanted to show you guys, what I learned from him. As you can see, just kind of like a recap. I learned that, to scale, you need to find a way to actually productize your knowledge and productize yourself. And once you've been able to do that, you're going to be able to get to crazy heights, essentially. And obviously, once he told me that, pretty much everything changed for me. I'm profiting way more than I actually used to profit from my agency as well, too, from this as well. And I'm teaching people the stuff that I'm actually doing, which is what people have an interest about, essentially. So yeah, if that somewhat interests you guys, like, no book a go, no free training, just DM me hybrid and I'll show you the doc if you're actually interested in it anyways. If you're not, it's completely fine. I just hope you found value from this video. I hope I showed you that how this was actually possible. And sorry for clickbaiting you with Iman, but that's basically how it was, because it actually did happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope to see you in the next one, and we'll see you very soon. Peace out.